Hello everyone, welcome to Astrologer Sky. It's been a long time. We haven't do anything about astronomy, but today I have something to show you because from end of September to the early October, there would be a bright comet coming to the sky. Say bright comet. Remember, I didn't say great comet. Well, used to be people are guessing it would be a great comet, but now we know it's just a comet. Well, a small comet, but still we can take it into account in astrology because we can see it with the naked eye. Well, talking about the comet, if you are wondering how comet, how to explain the comet, how to interpret the comet in astrology, and how to study comet, well, on the 19th of October, Saturday, 4 p.m. afternoon, I have a course, Comet and Astrology. Also, my new book, Comet and Astrology, is going to publish very soon. So stay in tune. But today, we are going to focus on how to see that comet. Because I think most of the information we get is you can see this comet easily around something like 12 after 12 October. However, if you want to see this comet before around like for example now by around the end of September, it is a challenge. You have to get up early and you only have a short window, something like a 10, 15 minutes to see this comet. So it would be, a little bit challenge, but I think it would be a good idea to share a little bit of knowledge about, comet observation. All right. So the first things first, how to see the comet? Well, let me prepare my slides first. Yeah. And I will jump into it in between the different page. All right. So this comet code C/2023 A3, its name is very long, Tsuchinshan-ATLAS. That's because two organizations discovered this comet back in 2023. Tsuchinshan is in China, Observatory is in China, and the Atlas is the organization based in South Africa. They share the credit to find this comet. At that time, we believe it supposed to be a great comet and could be super bright. Well, don't get me wrong, still bright. It could be achieve zero magnitude. That is very bright, and that could, could be really see, especially in the morning sky or the evening sky. And so yeah, some people say, "Oh, it's not great comet." Hey, I'm happy, even it's just a small comet. So first things first is a warning because big part of this video I'm describing how to see this comet before sunrise. So there is a tendency you using telescope and before sunrise, you may curious, you want to see the sun. Don't point your telescope directly toward to the sun. It's going to cause the permanent eye damage. Okay, Galileo Galilei is just make the same mistake, but hey, during his time, he doesn't know. So please, 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 if you are watching this video and you planning to watch the comet before sunrise, never using telescope directly point to the sun and observe the sun without a solar filter or any other protection. It will damage your eye permanently. Okay, so the other astronomical idea is, well, this comet can maybe to see around the end of September to the early November. We still don't know, all right? First, you need some help. I would suggest you there are some app is very, very helpful. For example, if you like to use a mobile phone, then StarWalk 2 is a very good stargazing app. But if you use the Stellarium, especially use the desktop, then Stellarium is a great tool. There's also other tool, like my favorite is the Sky Safari Pro. Well, they never pay me money to do advertising. This is just basically personal experience, all right? And later I will teach you how to use Stellarium because it's a freeware. And if you want to see where is a comet about 2023 A3, you should do a little bit of setup. So Stellarium, I will do a little bit of setup, help you by the end of this video. There's another software, GPS Astro. It's very useful to know when is astronomical twilight or nautical twilight or civil twilight in your location. I have to correct. I make a typo. I have no time to correct now. It's 2023 A3. Okay. All right. Another thing is know how to use your compass. Right. Usually we have a physical one, but most of people nowadays using the digital one on your mobile phone. So you have to know when you turn on the compass, you have a south, east, west. For the morning, if you want to see comet before sunrise, because comet is very close to the sun. This comet is very close to the sun. So you have to see it in the east direction. If you are in North Hemisphere, I'm really sorry for my friend in South Hemisphere. I don't have experience, so I'm not going to challenge it. So I only focus on the North Hemisphere. I'm really sorry. Okay, so for the North Hemisphere, if you want to see comet before sunrise, that means something like before 9 or 10th October, then you should look around the southeast. That is mean roughly around the 97 degree to 120, this area. Okay, so point your compass to this direction. But if you want to see it after 10th of October, that's the southwest. So it's around the 240 to 200, well, 55, 260 area. So this is another thing about the compass. The third thing, well, very useful information. You have to know civil twilight, astronomical twilight, and the nautical twilight. So that means the sky brighten up. So each day, before the sunrise, the sky was a pitch dark, but there was 3 stages. The first is is pitch dark. We call it astronomical twilight, and then slightly bright up, but you can still see some bright star and planet. That's a nautical twilight, and then after that, the sky bright up before sunrise. That's called civil twilight. Usually, you want to see the comet before, I think, before civil twilight. That's best. But as comet is very close to the sun, we have to compromise. So just 10 or 20 minutes before civil twilight is okay, And so you don't really need to insist that you have to see it before end of a nautical twilight. But yes, something around that, like 10 or 20 minutes after civil twilight is okay. But when civil twilight ends, yes, that is no chance to see comet unless that is a great comet. So my suggestion is go to a website called timeanddate.com and find the civil twilight page. And then you can give your location. Usually they will directly go to your location. And then you will see here have 3 colors: day length, sunrise, sunset, according to your location, and day length. And then you have astronomical twilight. This is the first is the they even write start. This should be the end. Okay, that means astronomical twilight end by this time, and then astronomical twilight start. Well, that evening starting from that time. Okay, well, so what do you want to see? You want to see the civil twilight start at, for example, the 1st of September. This is just an example. It start around the 6:07. Well, this means by 6 o'clock, 7 minutes, the sky will bright up. So you want to see the comet before, better like 10 or 15 minutes before this time, all right? This is very important information. You just say, oh, I can see it from sunrise. Yes, but when sunrise, you can, when the sun is rising up, you couldn't see anything, all right? This is another thing. It's a very useful website. Also, when you do the I think that if you do the time zone or something, this website is super good. All right, a little bit of experience about the astronomical observation. Well, how to count degree, because when you see later, I will show you the app and you will see from the app where to see the degree. Usually when the app give you indication, say that 1 degree above horizon, that means point your hand toward horizon and use your one pinky, that is 1 degree total horizon. But most of the place, the 1 degree or maybe 5 degree are usually covered by clouds. So, well, I think if comet is below than 5 degree in most location, well, it's difficult to see it, to be honest. But if you are in mountain top, or if you go to somewhere that higher place, you can go to rooftop to try. But the higher up, usually you go to mountain or hill. And then you maybe have more chance to see when the sky is clear. For this observation, I said before the 10th of October, if you want to see comet in the morning, usually for the North Hemisphere, this comet would be quite lower part of the sky. So you have to try your luck. That's why I have to choose to go to Tenerife, go to the Elevate volcano to see this comet. Well, wish me good luck. So this is a little bit astronomical. Well, it's not going to hurt us to learn it, right? So a pinky is 1 degree total horizon. Well, if you give us three finger on the horizon, that's 5 degree, all right? If you give a fist like this is a 10 degree. So if I say 20 degree, it's a 2 fists, all right? So, well, if you do it like this, like that Taurus sign, then that's 15 degree, but with your thumb to your pinky, that's 25 degree above horizon. So measuring the sky like this is a very useful technique to learn in the stargazing. Well, now come to the point. Well, I use a few locations which I know most of my friends where are they, but I will give you a general rule, all right? So basically, I will start with South England, London, Brighton, around this area. Around the 24th of September, you can start to prepare to see it. Well, but the information you have to get is go to the app to see what time comet rise and what time sunrise. And if you can find out what time is civil twilight, then you have to see it before civil twilight and after comet rise. Because yeah, if it's not rising, you're not going to see it. So for example, in here for South England, comet rising at 5:53. But the sunrise at 6:50, you're not going to say, "Oh, I'm going to see comet 6:50." Oh, I just get up 6:30 and go to see it. No, have no chance. You better get up 5:30 or 6:30, prepared. But well, you say I get up 5:50. That's fine because you can see this comet probably until 6:30. So toward to the southeast direction around the 100 degree to 105 degree. And the comet is very, very close to horizon. Usually in England, don't dream, this area is cloud. So around below the 4 degree around the horizon, you have chance, unless you are on top of a hill, you may have a chance to see it. So, well, it's difficult. I wish you good luck. Okay, I wish you good luck. On the 27th September, this is a comet on its perihelion. So comet is super bright at this moment. Comet rise at 5:47 and the sunrise at 6:55. So you can really see comet before 6:20, I think it's 6:20. Still the same direction, southeast, and something like 4 degree above horizon. Okay, this is the tip. You're going to see the comet. Well, if you are in New York, well, I'm trying to help, try to expand the influence. So the comet rising at 6 on the 24th of September, comet rising at 6 degree and the sunrise at 6:46. I would suggest you get up a little bit earlier, and then you have a 15 minutes window between 6 o'clock to 6:15. Okay, and again, comet is very low in the sky unless you are on the hill. You are easy to see it. For the 27th September, a comet is quite bright, so you can see comet between 5:56, let's say 6 o'clock then, to 6:20 around this area, and then see it around the southeast area and kind of 3 degree above. For the other place of North Hemisphere, my suggestion is get up 1 hour before sunrise. And you can see, when you get ready, you can see comet just like 40 minutes to 30 minutes before sunrise. Give you another example. If you are in Los Angeles, hey, so let's see, the south you are, the southern you are, the lower latitude you are, you have more chance during this period because you get a longer time. So for for Los Angeles, this is the latitude 35. Comet rising at 5:28 and the sunrise at 6:42. So I think because sunrise 6:42, so you have a very short period, something like 30 minutes, 30 minutes before sunrise. Okay, you can see it from 5:30, yes, and then end by something like 6:15. Same direction, southeast, around the 99 degree to 101 degree. And for this latitude, for example, on the 24th of September, comet will be 6 degrees above horizon by 6 o'clock. Perfect. You don't need to get up super early, and the comet is quite high up in the sky. For me, I say high up. Well, compared with London and New York, this is quite high. Okay, even better is on 27th. This is the day comet around the perihelion. Okay, comet rising at the 5:27 and the sunrise at the 6:45. A big difference now. Best to see comet is after 5:30 to just before 6:20. And when it comes to silver twilight around like 6:30, 6:40, that is too late. 6:30 will be too late. Well, same thing, same direction, same latitude. Usually, I say on the 27th of September, comet at 6 o'clock a.m., comet is 6 degrees. So 3 finger plus 1 pinky. Okay, 6 degree at 6 a.m. All right, this is for Los Angeles. Well, let's move back to Europe because, well, I'm going to Tenerife, so I'm prepare a little bit. Let's see, if you're not in Tenerife, but suppose you are in Malaga or South Spain, on the 24th, the comet rises at 6:56 and the sunrise 8:07. So probably you can see comet from 7 o'clock to 7:20, the 20 minutes window, all right? And on the 27th, you can see comet, I think, from, again, let's say 6:54. Let's say 7 o'clock then, and see it before, I would say see it before 7:30. All right, see it before. So from 7 o'clock to 7:30, this is the best timing to see comet. Don't wait too late. The location, same thing, port to southeast, 101 to around that degree. And then I say 99 to 104. For 7:20 is 101, okay? And then few degree above horizon, something like 4 degrees, just a little bit less than a feet, all right? That's in South Spain. Well, if you, like me, going to Canary Island, here, for example, I have to remind you, I use the sunrise time of the ATLAS volcano. As I know, for the sunrise time is very different from one side to another side, so be very careful. Okay, so now I use the ATLAS volcano, so you have to adjust yourself. All right, on the 24th September, sunrise at 7:56. And then the comet rising at 6:38. So that means you probably see comet from 6:38 to roughly around 10 or 15 past 7. Look southeast direction. Well, for the 7 a.m. is at the 99 degree east, all right? And the few degree, because this area is very good. So like 7 o'clock is already 4 degrees above horizon. That's really good. On the 27th, this comet rise at 6:30, around 6:30. And you can see it something probably before 7:15. And the same, look southeast between this 99 degree to 104 degree. For the 7 o'clock, 10 minutes, it's in 101 degree east. And on this day, very good, because the comet would be at 7.5 degrees, something like that, at 10 past 7 in the morning. That is really, really helpful. All right. Things comes to after this time, after perihelion this time, we have a tiny bit challenging to see comet. For example, the window is very, very small. Like, for example, if you are in the north latitude like London, you probably have like 10 minutes window to see it. So you have to try your luck. For example, comet rise at something like 5:45, and the sunrise around 7 o'clock. So the best time you're going to see it is kind of before 6:20 or something, and a similar degree, all right? For the New York, similar. The comet rising about 5 minutes before 6 o'clock, and that is kind of 15 minutes before sunrise. So you kind of have like, even here I say, look the comet before 6:25. I will say probably, yes, probably 6:20, 6:25 with that kind of 10 minutes window is the best time to watch it. And it's very low. It's like 3 o'clock, 3 degrees above the sky, or 5 degrees above the sky. Well, as I say, when you are in the south latitude, or I didn't mean south hemisphere, I mean lower latitude in north hemisphere is better. For example, in Los Angeles or similar latitude in the North America, comet rise at 5:27 in Los Angeles, and the sunrise is 6:45. So you probably you can see comet before like 6:15. And then similar direction, but because in this latitude, comet has chance to go a little bit higher. So around 6 degrees to 9 degrees above horizon. For example, at 6 o'clock is the 6 degrees above horizon. And at 6:12, just 12 minutes, it climbs up to the 9 degrees of horizon. 9 degrees is nearly a feast, all right? Now, let's come back to Europe. So during this time, if you are in Malaga or South Spain, the sunrise is kind of like 7 minutes before 7 or the 5 minutes before 7 o'clock. There's comet rising around that time, but the sunrise after 8 o'clock. So you have a better chance, but you have to see, you probably see comet half hour before sunrise, or 40 minutes. 40 minutes or 40 minutes to half hour before sunrise is the best time. Look at southwest direction between 99 to 104 east. Then also kind of from 0 degree above horizon to the 7 degree above horizon, all right? So for other place, no matter where you are, near Europe, nearly, Madrid or, Rome or somewhere like that, usually during this time, around the 28 to 30 September, you can see comet kind of, I think, between 1 hour before sunrise to at least 30 minutes before sunrise. My best suggestion is 1 hour to 40 minutes before sunrise. 1 hour to 40 minutes before sunrise, look southeast direction, and just kind of a few degrees above horizon, depending on your area. If you are far north, if you are a little bit north, that's lower. If you are south, like for example, Malaga or Madrid or Rome, well, you can see maybe it's around 5 degrees above horizon. This is a difficult time to see the comet because it's early morning, you have to get up and you have to try to find the comet. But around this time, comet is pretty bright. Well, if you are in Canary Island area, this is pretty low latitude. So around this time, comet rising after 6:30. Sunrise just before 8 o'clock. So you have kind of a 1.5 hour to play with. This is the best. Okay, so the best time, again, kind of 30 or 40 minutes before sunrise is the best time. I mean, you can see earlier, but earlier comet will be lower. So adjust yourself, okay? Look around the southeast location. Usually it's 98 east to 104. Here is an example. At 7 a.m., usually it's around 100 or 99 degree to 100 degree. And how high above the horizon? Well, I give you a example. This area could go quite high. Let me say around this time at 7 o'clock, it would be kind of a 5.5 degree above horizon. So check your app and check the civil twilight app and check your astronomical app. You can find where it is. All right. Well, the tricky time is between 1st October to 9th October. This for the North Hemisphere around the, like where I am in London or like Paris. During this time, you have difficult to see comet. But if you are in a lower latitude, like Los Angeles, Mexico City, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Canary Islands, this area, Malaga, you probably have a chance to see comet from 1st October to maybe, I would say, roughly 5th of October. So I say it's difficult to see it. You only have a few minutes because from this time, comet rising later. For example, on the 5th October, comet rise in London, comet rise 10 past 6, and the sun rise nearly 1 hour after. So you have to see it before the civil twilight, all right? Then for the New York, around the 1st October, comet rise around 6 o'clock, but the sunrise just like a 53 minutes after. So you have a very short window, something like, let me say, only 10 minutes window to see comet. Well, but you really don't want to miss the 2nd or 3rd of October because this is when comet close to the Earth and the comet will be super bright. On the 3rd of October, comet rise on the 20 past 6, sunrise half hour before. So this is a challenge for people in New York to see the comet. But if you are in the South California, like Los Angeles, well, comet rising a little bit earlier, like especially like 2nd of October is the best time, okay? Comet rise at something like 5:36, and the sunrise at 6:48. What I say is, 40 minutes. So you can see comet from 5:36 to nearly, I suggest 6 o'clock is the last chance to see it. Or you can try your luck, maybe 6:15. Okay, you can see it. Same position, southeast direction, 99 to 104, and something like the 4 degree above horizon on the 20. Okay, I give you some position at the 2nd of October because this is the day comet was super bright. So at 6 a.m., comet is at 99 degrees east and the 4 degree above horizon. 4 degree above horizon. So 3 finger is 5 degrees, so just a tiny bit lower than the 3 finger. Okay. Well, same thing in Spain. If you are in South Spain, in Malaga area, comet rising around. You can see the big difference. On the 2nd of October, comet rising at 7:01. But on the 4th of October, comet rising at 11 minutes past 7. Be very careful. So you really want to see it before 2nd of October. All right. And on the 5th of October, that rising even later, 19 minutes past 7. And the sunrise, similar, something like 8:15. As I say, usually you see it 40 minutes, around 40 or 30 minutes before sunrise, because that is like between the nautical twilight and the civil twilight. Of course, if you can see earlier than that, if comet on the horizon, you can see it, go to see it. But the latest one is not just between the nautical twilight and civil twilight. And look southeast direction, 99 degree to 104 degree, okay? And give you an example on the 2nd of October at 7:30, comet located at the 101 east, also southeast area, and then 5 degree above horizon. This is from South Spain, Malaga area, latitude 36, okay? North, 36 north. If you're in Canary Island, well, you have better chance because you can see comet until even like 6 or 7 October. That is quite challenging. But first, the best way see it is 2nd of October and the 3rd of October, I have to say, because the comet is very close to Earth. So comet will be super bright. And if you can get up early and see when comet rising from the horizon, that would be stunning, because comet would be, sun haven't risen yet, but the comet's rising, and that would be super bright comet. So around this time, on the 2nd of October, comet rising at the 6:40. On the 4th of October, 6:51. And the 5th of October, 6:59. Well, 7 o'clock, let's say that. But the sunrise near the same time is 7:45, quarter to 8. So best time, let me say, well, in this area, you can really see, maybe you can see comet kind of a 20 past 7, or for safety side, let me say, well, 10 past 7, around that time. Okay, so you have a good kind of 20 minutes window during this time. Still better than other people in the North Hemisphere, all right? So look between 97 degree east to the 101 degree east, and then around the 0 to 6 degree above horizon. Let me give you an example. On the 2nd of October at 10 past 7, comet will be 99 degree east and 6 degree above horizon. This is really good, all right? This is really good. But after this date, I mean, only as I say, around the 7 or 6 October, you still have a very short period, just few minutes before, let's say, I think around something like 7:30, 7:20, you know, but as the comet rising later and later, so we will have difficult to see it. So I think around the 9 October, 10 October is very difficult to see comet. Comet is really close to the sun. Again, remind you, don't try it, because don't look direct to the sun with a solar filter on your telescope and protect your eye. That would be damage your eye. Yes, between 9 and 10 October is very difficult. It's very difficult to see comet, because comet is just right behind the sun. So, well, I think from the 12th of October, no need I to say is a best chance to see comet after sunset. Most people will try to see comet during this time, because you don't need to get up early, and you just arrive at a higher place after sunset. Usually, I think you can see it around, at least started from 20 minutes after sunset, and usually, well, 30 minutes after sunset. And as the time move on, I think around like a 15 October or 16 October, the comet will stay in the night sky much longer. So let me give you some roughly idea here. I usually allocate and London as example. So if you are in Canary Island on the 12th of October, the comet is set at 27 past 8 p.m. It's kind of about 50 minutes after sunset. Okay, so you have, I think you can see comet roughly sunset at 39 past 7 p.m. So kind of 30 minutes after, you can see it around 10 past 8 o'clock. Look southwest direction, and something like 7 degree above horizon, that area, you can see the comet. All right. For the 13th, comet will set at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. This is the best. So the sunset is 7:30 or 40 past 7, let me say that. So I say 30 minutes after 10 past 8 p.m. 10 past 8 p.m. Look southwest. And as I say, the later the date is later, you can see the comet high up in the sky. So at this time, comet 11 degrees above the sky. So for similar location, you can see, let me say, look at the southwest direction. You can see comet kind of after half hour after sunset. Half hour after sunset, all right? For the 14 and 15 is even better, okay, because comet set a little bit late. On the 14, comet set at 9:25, at 15, comet set at 9:43. So, and the sunset in the Canary Island that time is like on L-Tate is like 1937. So you really have a long time, something like a good 1.5 hour to look comet. So that is a really good chance to see it. Let's come back to South England. Well, you have to try your luck again, but especially weather. You know, as people who living here, we know the weather is the big challenge. On the 12th of October, if weather is good, then comet will set at 7:42. Sunset at 6:13. So I think give a 20 or 30 minutes after sunset, find a higher place. I would suggest you left your home before sunset, arrive at your place something like before sunset, so you know the direction, you know the environment, okay? And don't forget bring a jacket because in the night weather change, okay? So although it's just a sunset, just bring a little bit more close to with you. Okay, look southwest direction, 10 degrees above horizon. On the 13th of October, comet set at 8 o'clock. And the sunset at 6:11 p.m. So let me say, well, from 6:30 or 20 to 7, this time, you can start to see the comet on the southwest horizon. And on the 13th, the comet is a little bit higher. At 7 p.m., comet is at 13 degrees above horizon. You have more chance to see it. You have more chance to see it. So now, on the 14th, the same as I described, as I say before, as the day move on, comet will stay in the sky a little bit longer until it moves away from us. So on the 14th October, comet set at 8:24, and sunset earlier, 6:09. So you can really see comet, I think, well, here I say 6:30. Yeah, you can try, but I think the best chance would be around the 7 o'clock. Okay, around the 7 o'clock. So for the 7 o'clock, look the 254 degrees southwest and the 12 degree above horizon. 12 degree above horizon. If you go to 6:30, you can look a little higher. On the 15th, similar. For the 7 o'clock, look at 251 and 15 degree above horizon. This is the best time in the South England is 7 p.m. All right, on the 15th of October. Well, for the similar area, let me say for the other area, doesn't matter New York or any other place. During this time, I don't need help you because there are so many people who will teach you how to see comet during this time. Because if comet is bright, all the news media will cover it. My suggestion is start to prepare to do the observation of a comet like around the sunset, arrive at the place around the sunset or before the sunset. Give a 30 minutes to 14 minutes, 30 minutes to 14 minutes after sunset. Then you can see the comet. If you are in higher latitude, London, Paris, Moscow, or Berlin, then the comet would be lower part of the sky, around the 6-7 degree. If you are in Rome, Madrid, that would be 10 degree, okay? And then, but as also as the date a little bit later, like a 14 or 15 of October, they will higher. The comet will be higher around the 7 o'clock this time. So check your app, check the sunset time, and usually it's kind of a half hour, at least half hour after sunset, you can see the comet. And don't forget, bring the warmer clothes. Okay, bring a warmer clothes. You can really, enjoy a good stargazing. Well, on the 17th of October is quite interesting. Well, if weather is good, I would suggest you go to find a good place because this day we have a super full moon on the east. when the sun sets. And on the west horizon, you have comet, a bright comet. On this day, comet was set in London. Comet was set at 9:17. Okay, so you have all the time because sunset at 6 o'clock. So half hour later, you can start to see the moon rising, and the comet will appear in the high above sky at 24 degree above horizon. 24 degree above horizon. So it is a really good time to do a stargazing day if the weather is permit. To be honest, I really wish I could be in, a good place on this day to see a beautiful comet and the super full moon. Well, I think roughly this is the information, and then after mid-October, comet will last in sky longer, but the comet could be dimmer and smaller. So here is some information for you. If you want to do the comet ephemerize, you can go to NASA JPL Horizon, and if you want to know how to do it, come to my class. I will show you later. And the skylife.com is a very good resource to collect the comet information. And then Stellarium, or a Starry Night Pour, or the a Star Walk, or the Sky Safari. All this app or Stellarium is very good app. Well, I say I'm going to teach you how to use Stellarium, but before that, let me do one more commercial. So on the Saturday, 19th of October, 4 p.m. UK time, I'm going to teach Comet and Astrology, and I think by that time my book already published. I spent a good 10 years to study Comet impact in astrology. I really want to share with you. If you have doubt, come to listen my talk on the 19th of October, Saturday, 4 p.m. UK time. Also, our school has a online conference this autumn from the 1st to 3rd of November. If you are interested in mundane astrology related to political and economic, we have many astrologers from all around the world. For example, Hakan, a famous astrologer from Turkey, will give a workshop about an astrological toolbox in assessing the election result. Well, also, my good friend Sharon and I will teach this Mars-Saturn cycle. This is a very ancient technique applied in the traditional astrology to make the forecasting of the world event. We also have Christine Skinner, Tanya Daniel, and Wade Cave going to join us. So please come to join us, all right? Now, I say I'm going to help you to use the Stellarium. Why? Because there is the things. Most people know how to use Stellarium because it is free, but when you come to the Comet, you need a little bit of help. So let me share my screen with you. Okay, in this app, I already have the position of the Comet 2023 A3 Tsuchinshan-ATLAS. But what if you just download the app or you never used Comet before? It will not include in the app. You have to do a setting. So let me tell you how to do that. Once you turn on the app, if you couldn't see Comet, now you can go to first search an object, then type C/2023 A3. If you can see it, that means the Comet is included in your app. You don't need to do anything, you just need to click it. It will appear in your app, all right? Now, if you couldn't find it, that means you have to add it. Now, first things, you have to go to configuration window. That means if you couldn't find this Comet, C/2023 A3. Now, when you go to the configuration, go to the plugin, the last one, and from the plugin, scroll down on the left-hand side menu, you will see Solar System Editor. Click it, and then click on the right-hand side configure. Now, when you go to configure, now there's a 3 page. Go to the middle one, solar system. Solar system. You can see there everything on the solar system, you can add it on. Check here first if you can see 2023. If you can see 2023 18. No, if you couldn't see it, it's not here. Now you go to import or orbital element in MPC format. Import orbital element in MPC format. Click it. Now, this is the thingy we have to add the object. Add the object from here. If you never add any comment, it's definitely go to here. All right. When you add an object, there's a list or online search. What you can do is there's asteroid first. On the list, there's asteroid and the comet. We want to add a comet, not asteroid. Now, after you click comet, they say download a list of objects from internet. Yes, but from where? Here, when you scroll down, there is a MPCS list, observer comet. Click this one. And then come to the last one, get orbital element. Get orbital element. Now, from here, you can see the list of a comet you want to add it. So try to find, I will not find here because I already have it, C/, okay? Okay, suppose I want to add this one, C/ 2020, you say 2023, right? So you have all the comet in 2023, and I want the A3. I told you I will not find it. Okay, it's here. Okay, so we can update, edit. Okay, now that's it. That's it, and close everything. That's it. And then you will have the comet in your Stellarium app. Well, if you have any question, please let me know during this time. I'm pretty free because I'm chasing comet. I'm not going to work at this time. And I think I will continue sharing information. I'm planning to put this video up on the Wednesday. I usually upload on Friday. But there's a good chance you can see comet on the Friday, 27th of September. So that's why I will upload this video around Wednesday. So you have a good chance to see it. And don't forget, if the weather is good, if you, like me, crazy about comet, get up early and chasing comet, or just waiting for around 12 October and see comet after sunset. Stay tuned. I will continue share the information and the photo on my social media. My Instagram is AOAUKROD, and or you can follow me here on the YouTube. I will continue share the thing. Well, also, I think on the Friday 27th, I will not upload anything. All right, and then on the 1st of October, I will host a live streaming podcast with Wendy and Marcus as our regular monthly transit chat. Okay. Well, if you have any question about a comet from astrology or how to see the comet, leave me a message, send me private message. I will try to help you. And don't forget, if you are curious about how to read comet in the astrological chart and how they impact, don't forget, I have a course on the 19th of October, or you can, I think from this moment, you probably can already find my book from Amazon. So I will announce it, and then, see you next week. Bye-bye.